everybody, welcome back to Cavanaugh's Corner. Today on the show, I'm going to be talking about a big release. This is a movie I've been waiting for since it came out in theaters, really. I've been excited for this to come out in 4K, and that is the new Mission Impossible Fallout starring Tom Cruise. I previously reviewed this box set with all the previous Mission Impossible films in 4K, so check out that video. I'll leave a link at the end of the video. But today I'm going to be talking about Fallout in 4K. This was one of my favorite films of the year, ironically enough. I couldn't believe how fantastic this movie was. I reviewed this film previously on the channel as well. And I have to say, this is not only one of my favorite films of the year, it's hands down my favorite Mission Impossible film, and it's also definitely the best in the series, in my opinion. This is a great, great film. It's one of the best action films I've ever seen in my life, and rewatching it again today in 4K only confirms that for me. This is a great, great film. I loved every minute of this movie. I really didn't have any negatives to say about this film, but today I'm going to be talking about the new 4K, and I got to tell you guys, this disc here is a winner. This is a phenomenal disc. Paramount really did an extraordinary job on this movie. The previous Mission Impossible sets, the picture on most of them were fantastic. I really didn't have much negatives to say about that. The surround sound in those movies were a little lacking. They kept the old mixes for all the films, which are fine. This one here, though, knocks it out of the park, and I'll talk more about the sound in a minute. But first and foremost, I'm going to talk about the picture quality on this. And I got to say, this is the best in the series. Out of all the Mission Impossible films, this, in my opinion, is the best looking one. I really loved this film. The look of it is outstanding. The cinematography throughout is amazing. Now, the one great thing about this new disc is the fact that they actually put the IMAX scenes in the 4K disc and the Blu-ray. And I have to say, the 4K disc, again, is a standout in my collection. This is a great, great picture on this. The film does come with Dolby Vision as well, so I did watch it in Dolby Vision, and I have to say, the HDR on this, it's a knockout. I mean, it is literally absolutely gorgeous. All the colors are vibrant in the film. The black levels are perfect on this disc. There are some dark nighttime scenes here and there in this film, not as many as in the previous film in Rogue Nation, but the black levels on this disc are dead on. They are outstanding. Orange hues from light bulbs. I mean, everything. Explosions are that fiery orange-red color. Gunshots are bright. There's a scene where Tom Cruise meets, I cannot remember her name for the life of me. Rebecca Ferguson. Sorry, I had to cheat. I apologize, but Tom Cruise meets Rebecca Ferguson in this wooded garden, and the trees, the green of the trees just jumps out at you, man. It's beautiful. It is an absolutely beautiful picture on this disc. It was a mix of IMAX and 35mm, and the disc does switch back and forth. The two scenes that are in IMAX are the halo jump sequence near the beginning of the film and the helicopter chase near the end. And I have to say, those IMAX scenes are absolutely stunning to look at. The helicopter sequence at the end is definitely a standout for me. One of the most beautiful looking sequences of action in my collection, I'd have to say, or maybe I've ever seen in my life. It's beautifully done, and it's a heart pounder, man. It's a beautiful, great, intense scene, but the HDR in this really just takes it to the next level. It is absolutely amazing, and honestly, the picture on this is one of the best I own in my collection. Now, the film portion of it does come into play. It is not an extremely sharp image. It's not, again, it's not a digital film, so you're not going to get those like Planet Earth 2 levels or Revenant levels of really crisp detail, but it looks beautiful. It's a soft, filmic, beautiful film, and the IMAX sequences are just a step up from that, and I love that. I am a fan of, regularly filmed movies, should I say movies on film. I love digital. I'm using, obviously, a digital camera to shoot this, but if I could afford a Panavision camera, I'd rather use that. I think film is a dying art, and it's a beautiful thing to see the filmmakers of this use a combination of some digital, some film, and mostly film. I'd say it's like 80% film, 20% digital. But I gotta say, those IMAX scenes are really something to behold in this disc, and I'm so glad they put the IMAX sequences on this disc. Unlike the previous films, I would pay good money to have a 4K of Ghost Protocol with the IMAX scenes back in it, but I don't think we're ever going to get that, which is too bad. But anyway, moving on from the picture quality, the audio on this is another home run. This is a Dolby Atmos track, and man, do they use those surrounds and those overheads really perfectly in this disc. The Dolby Atmos is used to great effect throughout the film. The helicopter sequence that I previously mentioned is a big standout, where you can hear the helicopters buzzing overhead, the rotors right above you. It's amazing to hear. It really puts you right into the movie, and it really is the definition of immersive audio. One of the best in my collection in terms of that immersive audio. It's incredible. There's also a great scene where Rebecca Ferguson is chasing Tom Cruise, and she goes by these posts, and it goes whoom, 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 like that, and you can hear it very, very quickly move from the front to the back, almost like in a millisecond, and it's so fast, but it's a wonderful effect that I haven't seen used much, so I was really glad that they put that in the sound mix on this. It's a fantastic sound mix. I have nothing negative to say about the sound mix either. This is a damn near perfect disc. The regular Blu-ray, again, holds up extremely well. You don't get that kind of quality that you get with the 4K, but still, if you go with the Blu-ray, it's still a phenomenal disc. The 4K and the regular Blu-ray come with multiple commentary tracks. There's an isolated score track as well, which I find really interesting because the music in this movie is phenomenal. I love the score to this film. And there's actually a third disc that has all the special features, and the special features are awesome. Now, really, the only negative that I can say, and it's a small negative, about the disc, about all the discs, I should say, in the set here, is that the special features are really an hour and a half of everybody talking about how awesome Tom Cruise is. And I gotta say, he's a great actor. He is again, he really puts his ass on the line to do some of the stunts in this movie. But after 45 minutes of hearing how awesome Tom Cruise is, it becomes a little grating. And I love the fact that they interviewed everybody in the cast and a bunch of people in the crew, and they really go into detail of showing you how the stunts and all the different action sequences in the film were done. And I love that. The only thing is, it's like, after a while of hearing, oh yeah, Tom Cruise is so great, Tom Cruise is so wonderful, I love this guy, we love working with him. It's like, all right, enough. Can we talk about something else, for the love of God? Can we change the subject? But it is what it is, and everybody seems to really enjoy working with Tom. I probably would too. I don't think I'd have dinner with him, but I definitely would appreciate working with the man if I had the opportunity. But the other thing I liked about this disc was the fact that for the first time we have some deleted scenes from the more recent Mission Impossible films. And it's done in a weird way. It's done in like a montage sequence, and you don't really get a handle on the scenes or where they were supposed to be. But if you listen to the montage with the director's commentary, he kind of gives you a better idea of why they did it that way. And also, there was actually a really awesome stunt that's in the special features of this that was completely cut from the film. And it was cool to finally see it on the disc. It was nice to see that. But overall, this is just an amazing release by Paramount. Again, this movie is already one of my favorite films of the year and hands down my favorite Mission Impossible film. But this disc is really something to behold. It is a standout in my collection. It's definitely a disc that I would throw on to show off the home theater. And I honestly cannot wait to watch it again. I had a blast watching this evening, and I'll probably be watching it again soon. So definitely go out and buy Mission Impossible Fallout. It is so worth it. I mean, even at $30, it is worth buying this disc. I ended up picking it up for around 20, 25 bucks in that range there, and it was worth every penny. It also comes with a digital copy that I forgot to mention and a little booklet that talks about the stunts in the film. Anyway, I'm Andrew Cavanaugh. Thank you for coming back to Cavanaugh's Corner. And if you like this, please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel to help us grow. I've been really just humbled with all the people that have subscribed to the channel lately, and those of you that have left me comments. I absolutely love you guys, and I want to say it means a lot to me from the bottom of my heart that you guys take the time and watch my videos, and I can't say how thankful I am for that. So thank you very much, and I'll see you on the next video. Good night.